Hello everyone, how you guys doing this time zone? Well, evening for me, but hope you guys have a good time zone where you guys at. I've been thinking about you guys and been keeping you guys in prayers as well. But I really hope everyone is doing well in the time zone that they're in. Well, for me, I'm doing okay at the moment. I really am doing alright. And there's a lot of stuff going on lately. But anyway, let's actually get into more Metro Prime 3. I kept going back to the Metro Prime game so much. Is it just me or is it just really addicting for me? Anyway, let's actually get it all set up. Get started. Okay, it's on. It sure works. Now it's time to continue our journey at brryo, and I think we're probably halfway done with brryo so far. Hopefully, halfway done. I know, Aurora unit. That's what I'm doing. I'm on the way. It's like Roger's like right above me. Hey, buddy. Well, pirates. Nope. A puzzle. First, lore. It says the haunted. The Primos crafted new magics to protect their warriors and sent them into the burning wasteland to hunt the lords of science hiding there. Though we tried to avoid conflict, many science lords were found and ended by Primo war bands. I was but the sole survivor, the last remaining Lord of Science. In order to protect myself, I adapted the wisdom once shared by the Chozo, and I merged the ways of the new science with the ways of old magic. I built mighty magners out of stone and placed them outside the walls of my home, there to silently protect me from all enemies. Man. It's crazy that how the Brioran so actually has some history. That the last Lord of Science actually decided to use the magic that's from the Chozos. I don't know if it's from the Elysia Skytown's Chozos or the Chozos that's from Talon 4. But I don't know if it was stated or not, which ones though. But I don't know if we could take down that generator because there's cannons actually trying to take down Sam's ship. And it failed. So we have to get those cannons down. That's protecting the generator.
Samus, there are 2 anti-aircraft turrets protecting the generator. Your ship will not be able to get a clear shot while those guns are active.
Gotcha. Okay, there it goes. There should be the pirates coming out. Yep. How about go up to do that? Of course, more. Sorry, but that phase on grenade won't work and put me in corruption. Already in hyper mode. There's a different door right here. I think if I'm correct, that's the door that's going to see again in the pirate home world. See, at least these turns were, at least these class turns were actually easy to destroy compared to Prime 1s. So we have to take care of this turret right here, which is going to be guarded by the pirates, and they're going to be sending more. And you had to get moving. It had to be the way. Oh yeah, I forgot it's underneath. Yeah, to shoot the fuel tanks. Should be one on the other side. And there goes the turret for this one. I know we have the next one coming up. Is that with the arrow troopers? Oh, husband needs health, buddy. There's a corpse right here. I think that might be the yeah, that's the Warp Hound's corpse. Man, I already took it down that much. Oh, the phazon mushrooms. Or fungus. Oh, I thought it'd be something up there. Yeah, I need to pull that. I know I hear an item. Yeah, ship missile. Yeah, ship missile expansion. And there's this. There goes the hunter reptilicus. Man, they dead. Ow, that's the mine. Yeah, it's a proximity mine. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, this one can be really annoying with the arrow pirates because they actually, cause if I remember on this one, you have to have a lever. I mean, you have to go to the lever and pull it. Oh, that's the first time I see our trooper running. And I do need to get the other one out. Well, I see that one stuck. Oh crap! Yeah, I forgot to throw those phase on projectiles. Those round ones. They do a lot of damage. Okay, there goes the turret. Let's go. Don't worry, I'll vent in a bit. There it goes. If I'm correct, there's actually something there. Oh yeah, I need to upgrade the ship so we're able to carry very large objects. Okay, now we have to pump it up. Just pump it up. And that's when we can get the missile expansion right there. Now let's try it again. Send in the ship. There goes that shield generator, and that shield is already disabled to go into the Leviathan.
The destruction of the generators has disabled the Leviathan shield. The seed is now exposed. You must fly there and find a way to destroy it.
But first, let's save. Oh yeah, I just know the little jingle tune. It was actually from the first Metroid game when you get the item. That's interesting right there. Especially they change it with that's in Prime 3 compared to Prime 2's. Here's the advanced pirate trooper armor. I think that's probably a part of the. Yeah, I think that's part of the shield generator. Take it down the ship. Thought you getting away. But they were too late. Actually, let's save, enter the ship, and we go. And then we're just gonna fly straight to the Leviathan. All right, let's say brryo. I said the Leviathan is somewhat similar to the impact crater back in Prime 1. And just reused the phase on. He also just basically reused just mix it with other sounds with the Phase on Mind level 2 theme. And now, actually, let's save real quick. Well, that's one thing. When you start with, now when you start traveling to the Leviathan, each one that you go, each of the 3 that's on the planet, with one of each planet, it's going to start out with the platform, and also you don't. But be careful when you go down. Yes, there's scorch bugs that don't do anything, but it's. By saying it's like some sort of hazard that's down there. As you see, we can go down here. Oh, that's something else supposed to hurt us besides scorch bugs. Oh well. But there's a bunch of scorch bugs though. It's 1.0. I'm going in. Like I said, the Leviathan is somewhat similar that we see that's in Prime 1 with the Impact Crater and the Sky Temple and Prime 2. Which makes sense because both of them are basically is the Leviathan for their games. We have to. That's some weird organic. This weird organic that's in the Leviathan. So here, this is gonna be a different one every time. But that's gonna be in each of the Leviathans that we're gonna travel. Because this one's easy, and then if I'm correct, the one that's in the Lisa Skytown, it's the one that's gonna require using the seeker missiles, and then as well on the one in the Pirate Homeworld, that's gonna be the one that you need the Nova Beam with the X-ray visor. An ancient Reptilius, this warp golem appears to be receiving energy from the core of the sea, the Maganor. I don't know if the Maganor is able to be controlled on its own by Phazon, or this could be the spirit that's of the brryo, or possibility it be a Reptilicus that's in there that's being controlled and exposed by Phazon mutation. That's usually one of my 3 guesses, but I don't know. So basically, the Maganor is basically getting the balls for the machine. And the main game in the battle: shoot the balls and destroy every opening. 3 in front and 1 in the back. And Maganor is actually one of the tallest creatures. The tallest machine, one of the tall machines that we fought, and second be actually I wouldn't say the tallest, but one of the tall ones. I know the tallest could probably be Quadratic from Prime 2. So Maganor is usually your very first Leviathan Guardian in battle, and we have to watch for the red orbs, because that's where we have to shoot them. And there's one thing to know: keep an eye on it too, because it's going to change every now and then. And it actually has to open it on it too. Oh crap. And also watch out for the shockwaves. They can hurt. And also one thing, plus Magnors actually can get more red orbs to actually place the slots. Yeah, and that's actually put it back into place. So basically, it's better to do it one at a time, to be honest. Don't laugh at me. That it could be possible that the Leviathan, or probably the face on, due to the face on exposure to the Magalor and Maganor, it probably causes it to become sentient. And it's still surprising because we see Inks is able to hijack technology as well, like during events of Prime 2 and before the events with the Luminauts. There you go, the hyper mode, get the phazon beam out and shoot that slot. And then Magnor is actually going to switch it up a bit to actually have phazon on his feet, so basically he can skate. Now in this phase right here, you have to make sure you actually go to your morph ball and place some morph bombs on there to destroy the feet. And it's recommended too to go hyper mode so you actually won't take damage. You can do without getting damage when you're not in hyper mode, but don't stay in hyper mode too long. Remember, you don't want to be in phazon overload. So keep an eye on it, especially how many seconds. Oh crap. And there it goes. And we're gonna repeat the process. And also, Magnor is gonna have some new moves too. Just a heads up in battle. It's gonna shoot some. You're gonna shoot some magic projectiles, and even create. Let you put a pillar down, and actually can have rocks fall upon us from the ceiling. Also, one thing, Magnor can later on in the battle, Magnor can actually as well try to do. He actually run towards you. Instead, run towards you without using the phazon. Now he's gonna put on his shoes. Oh crap. Oh, got him. I wanted him. And like I said, there's also one right behind him, so watch out. And there's a watch out, because the rocks will be falling upon you as well, so better to be a morph bomb to do so, to watch out. Gonna start running. I'm trying to get the front one first. Yeah, just about to shoot some magic at us. Ah. He's gonna shoot the hand out too. He said talk to the hand with magic. And it makes sense because one thing, it said the last lore of science is use mix of science, and especially with especially magic from Chozos. At least the Chozos and Illuminats weren't even stubborn like how the Reptilekists are. Oh, ooh, crap. It was like going straight at me like, bro. Also, watch out for the lasers too. Ah, I forgot. It also creates shockwaves. Eh, screw it, I'll get the back part. But I don't think those red orbs, they ain't gonna regenerate. Yeah, Monor can actually take a while, to be honest. Talk to the hand. Yeah, at least I can refill my health too, because gosh dang, I had lost a couple of energy tanks. Can I just get the slot, please? Brethren. Mondor's not hard. Some people say he's hard, but I don't think he's hard. It just can take a long time to beat. Oh, got it. Even got the back part too. Oh dang, right in front of me like, whoa! No, you don't. You're not. Oh yeah, I forgot. When it's actually absorbing phase on, it actually remove you from hyper mode. I actually forgot about that part. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mognord actually runs faster too. We have one more. It's in the back. We got this. There it goes. And there goes Mognord. He's down. Also here we got Samus actually removing her helmet, and I think she's gonna vomit phase on. And that's usually that's usually gonna happen the first time here. Only. I mean, that's like the only time Samus gonna remove her helmet, and especially as well vomiting phase on. After defeating Magnar, we tamed a new upgrade to hyper mode. It's the hyper ball, or it's called phazon ball. So it's different in how it works with the morph ball bombs, but this one actually create let's say phazon electricity and attack things nearby. So it's, when you say hyper ball, it's not going to be much, but it does pack some punch, not too much though. But here we actually in hyper mode, but it's actually a permanent hyper mode. So you see the bar is actually yellow, meaning it doesn't go down all the way, or it's not turning red automatically. And it just shows you how the hyper mode upgrades work. And here we have a Leviathan, well, let's say more like a Leviathan worm, or a creature that's part of Leviathan. It could be possible in a possible theory that Metroid Prime that after the Metroid was exposed by so much phazon, it became Metroid Prime. I think it may take it down to that Leviathan. With that little Leviathan Guardian that was up from the ceiling, it may have ripped that off, and just, yeah, my theory is that Metroid Prime may have ripped it off when it crashed down in Talon, the one that's in Talon 4, and became part of it. That's why you first saw Metroid Prime; it was hanging. With that, we shoot so much phazon, and with that, it's going to explode. And no escape sequence though. Samus just walked it off like nothing. And with that, the brryo Leviathan has been destroyed. And the pirates retreats.
Brryo is now saved from further phazon corruption. Thank you, Samus. Your next objective will be Elysia. Though Gore is stationed there, the Leviathan's phazon contamination is still spreading. The impact point is hidden deep within the storm clouds of this planet. You will not be able to reach its location. Instead, you may land near an automated research facility floating high above the surface, where GF Aurora Unit 217 is stationed. Unit 217 has been infected by the corruption virus and is currently offline. I have uploaded a program to your suit that will purge any traces of corruption in the AU and restore its functionality. Once Unit 217 has been restored, it will help us find a way to destroy the Leviathan. We are concerned about Gore ever since he lost contact with us. We hope he is safe. Good luck, Samus.
Well, let's say Gore is also safe, but he's hiding and watching, gonna watch her every move there in Elysia. Time for Elysia Skytown. To be honest, and also there is the next Leviathan being protected. And it has to be a different way to get there too. And it's actually somewhat similar to Planet Aether, to be honest, by the looks of it. And at least in Skytown, the theme itself is just beautiful. Especially as well, the main theme and the setting of it too is also it's actually steampunk.
Samus, your highest priority is to get Skytown's Aurora unit back online. It will help you find a way to reach the seed. We will upload its coordinates to you now. Proceed with caution. Gore's whereabouts and disposition are still unknown.
And Gore does have to be on the move or monitoring us as we speak. Transport drone, huh? And also, one thing that this is also formerly a home of Chozos in at least a Skytown that utilized, I think, old style technology, if I'm correct, because I know that Chozos here actually is somewhat like old type technology, because that's why it's steampunk theme. Yeah, so we had different types of Chozos in the Prime series. One that was on Town 4 and one that's in Elysia. But I don't know if it's the same Chozos that's in Elysia was actually the same ones that we saw on Town 4. But I don't know, it never said anything about it. It's the same one from Town 4, or is this or it's a different species overall? Also, lore creators. I am Elysian, descendants of both the Chozo and the First. I am facing the last moments of my life and transferring my memory to the data pod. In a way, our chronicle begins nearly 1500 years ago. That was when our noble creators, the Chozos, began to build that which would become our home. A place of exploration and knowledge, floating in the clouds of planet Elysia. a fitting home for the great Chozo builders. They built many lengthened hovering pods. In time, they formed a net in the skies across the globe. Instruments peering out in all directions, studying the cosmos. Oh, that's interesting how the Chozos are in the Prime series so far. Go hyper mode, use phase on ball. And that vine where roots are gone. Look, Chozo statue. Cause it's a bird. A burb. So right here we have to ride and hold on to the grapple swing while we actually I'm trying to shoot the doors as well. Because the doors is gonna hurt too. I say it also prevent us. Actually will knock us off if I'm correct. Oh no, it didn't. But that's one thing. If you let go the grapple swing and fall down, you have to start all the way back at the beginning part of it again, of that section. There's Tentbot, and also Tentbot is also one of the machine creatures that we're gonna fight. And also one thing, they can go hyper mode too, just a heads up. And like I said, with technology be affected by Phazon, and because it's really no surprise because we see it happen with the Luminos and the Ink. I mean with the Inks with Luminos technology that was able to do so. We cannot get this cannon running because I know we do need a boost ball. That's gonna be a little bit later here that we're gonna fight the defense drone. It said a holographic projector is tied into Skytown's main network. Gore's image is displayed. I was gonna say, I wonder if it's basically a way to how Gore is actually monitoring us. The entry, GIF. Several decades passed for the Chozo here at Elysia. The harsh winds and storms began to take their toll on the station, and upkeep began to take up more and more of their precious time. Seeing a need for assistance, they created us. The first Elysian, and built by Chozo hands, stepped out of the mechanogric with 1,450,082 years ago. Crude by other current standards, the first was soon given the greatest gift of all by the Chozo, to better assist the creators. The first was given self-awareness unto all other Elysians. The first shared the chosen gift. This event marks year 1 of the Elysian reckoning. Huh. That's really interesting to learn about the lore, to be honest. Oh, we had one. That's the Steam Lord. Basically the leader of the 10, let's say the 10 bots or the Steam bots. Go to the ball, use cannon, get yeeted. I know we cannot get that yet. We do need to get the seeker missiles, which is returned from Prime 2. Also missile expansion. If I'm correct too, I think a little later on, we can also get the Spire Ball. There's the cannon, but we cannot get to it because those rocks are in the way, so we need the plasma beam. We had to shoot these orbs because it's like an enemy just dropping them, and we had to shoot it. If we get hit, I think we actually fall off. Yeah, Steam Lord right here. There's also a robot that actually can cloak itself. Also another missile expansion. Go underneath because I know touches hurts. Yeah, there's a spider ball rail right over here. We got company. The Steam Lord. Basically, the Steam Lord actually was sent out his goons, basically the Steam bots, to attack us. But one thing is that with the Steam Lord, actually we'll try to revive the Steam bots, so we have to take them down as fast as possible. Oh yeah, I forgot he can actually deactivate us out of hyper mode. And there goes the Steam Lord. Now, one thing too with the Steam Lord, you cannot see him because he also cloak himself too. So it's recommended. So basically, you have to use the X-ray visor to do so, and that's late in the game. And you got energy tank though. Now we have to rip these. Get that door unlocked. Also, lore. The discovery. The Chozo were watchers, studying the depths of space, tirelessly to quench their thirst for knowledge. From this felicity, they launched observation satellites, firing them into the heavens towards distant worlds. The satellites returned information that allowed them to analyze the various phenomena occurring across this cosmos. And through this process, they were able to satisfy their intellectual appetite, one planet at a time. One day, a Chozo searcher happened upon a very rare discovery. A once thought lost satellite delivered information on a distant world. It was incredibly far away, even by Chozo reckoning. Study of the stellar object revealed that it was, in many ways, a planet, and yet also sentient, alive. This chance event was brief, and the information being collected was lost before the true identity of the planet was revealed. I wonder what planet it was. I was about to say it was planet phase. That might be interesting. And scan it and summons the elevator. But we cannot go here yet. Cause I know we do need to get the screw attack, which is a little later on in Elysia. More ride time. And deal with these guys too. Recommend you can't shoot them, go hyper mode. Because trust me, it can be a pain to just take them down. Yep, that's why I go to hyper mode so it won't fall. And also falling down when you're hyper mode won't hurt you. Yes, I know we need seeker missiles for this one. Also, an enemy right here. The repair drone. It's a ground. Scan the summit, the elevator, and also the ice missile door right here. That's a save. I know we're going. I think it might be this. This might be the spot that we're going to fight the. Yeah, that's that we're going to fight the defense drone. Not yet. Also, there's the Royal Union 214. Oh, it's 217, and it's offline because it's the virus, sadly. It's Sky Puffers. They're gassy, dude. I think they're basically like the same as the regular Puffers from Prime 1. Cause they actually have fuel gel. Also, Gore's mech. Well, Gore's not inside, but it's his mech. Oh, the lag is so heavy. I know we need a plasma beam for this one, because that door is required. Also, the ship missile expansion right here. Alright, so let me get this door real quick. We have to go up here. Well, we cannot go up here yet. Also, more lore. The entry alum. In the year 400 of Ithilien Reckoning, the time for our chosen creators to leave had arrived. To us, they entrusted the station and its purpose. We were to stand a vigil and watch over the station until the time when others seeking knowledge and enlightenment arrived. When their departure came one last request from the Chozo searcher to continue exploring the skies for the answers to the mysterious planet. We gave her our word and resumed her tireless research. Day after day, we hunted for the answers she desperately sought, but our efforts yielded nothing. We failed. I wonder that mysterious planet, I wonder it might be planet Phase. I know there's another landing site right here, but we cannot get that yet. And no screw attack right there. Also, one thing, the 10 bots can actually hit you too in close combat because they tend to spin. They tend to spin! Another Steam Lord, I see. I should wait. You know, we cannot get there yet because we need the grapple voltage, which is late in the game. But we can go back to this door right over here. The Dragon Battle Drone. Where also you can basically just get it out from the sky or in the air. Also, missile expansion right here. Yeah, Steam Lord starting again. The Steam bots out. And with that, this bridge falls down, and bye bye to the Steam bot. Stylish kill. Heck yeah. Now I remember that when my family has the standalone Metro Prime 3 disc that's for the Wii, I remember that Alicia always crash here, or it has to read the disc. It would always get their disc reading error every time. Until we got the trilogy, it was running fine. And on this thing, we do need to use a grapple voltage for that thing on the wall. Shoot this. Get the power ledge. Huh? That's better. And then we have to plant the morph ball to get those gates down. And we got one more. And also those enemies hanging up the ceiling, those are the steam shriek bats. I think steam shriek bats. Ow. Huh? That's fair. The dragon battle drum. Not even a chance. We scan this in our hand. Oh yeah, let's move right over here. The weak drones compared to with the space pirates. Oh, that actually goes back down right over there. There's just nothing over there. More lore. It's the slumber. By the year 600, we of Elysia were low on critical supplies and fuel. We created smaller mechanoids to process fuel from the atmosphere of Elysia, but they proved unable to produce a significant supply, unable to secure the necessary resources to sustain ourselves. We entered a state of hibernation to preserve our remaining stores of energy and parts. While we slumbered, the data collected by the stations equipped was fed to us in dreams. During this long period of sleep, we had many dreams. Countless great events came to us, including a reunion with our creators. We had come to call a new planet their home. It was not long before disaster struck. A stellar object hit planet Talon 4, bringing with it a catastrophic corruption that sent the Chozo world into chaos. We watched helplessly as our creators perished. The few survivors fleeing to an unknown location. Powerless, we slept, and in our dreams, we lament the deaths of our creators. This was our final vision, after which we were never able to see our creators again. Oh, okay. So that's it. So it actually is the same Chozos that actually went to Talent 4. And it was the same one that actually helped out with Elysia.
Our scans have detected a cache of Chozo technology. Perhaps something there will help you gain access to Unit 217. Here are the coordinates.
Okay, we're actually almost there. There's the boost ball. But it's protected by the defense drone. Now, one thing about this with the defense drone, it was never stated who actually was the defense drone was sent by. It could be either the Steam Lord or Gore himself. But like I said, it was never fully stated, but it could possibly be from Gore. So basically the boss against the defense drone, it would shoot missiles or other weaponry at you. So you have to hit the antennas. And then when you hit the antennas, it's supposed to be stunned, and you're supposed to pull to reveal the weak point. That's the head. Plus, you can actually and also watch out the fuel gel balls because they explode on contact, so watch out. And you can shoot them too. Just watch out for them. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen them shoot multiple missiles. Yeah, I don't like the fuel ball gels. It hurts. Yeah, that's what they do. Like after the antennas is actually destroyed in front of the defense drone, it actually would go up to higher platforms and jump. Oh, hey Kiwi, how you doing? Oh crap! I blame you, Kiwi, for interrupt me. But okay, but how you doing? Yeah, I just saw you stream earlier to do some co-working, but I was at work, sadly. I mean, I know I can go hyper mode, but I rather not to. Especially if I had to deal with the fog section, or the yeah, on the next phase with the fog. Yeah. Okay, Miss Kiwi Bird. Yeah, that field gel ball really packs the punch. It really do. And plus, when you shoot the fuel gel balls, you can actually get some ammo and energy droppings. Okay, Dulu, old man, whatever, kiddo. Well, you are small. I'm not denying that. And how I'm actually old, you tell me. Ah, it just hits too much. It's basically like a cinder block straight to the face. Yeah, I remember many times that I find the defense drone. It took me a while to do so to beat it when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know how you get rid of that fireball, dude. Because you cannot shoot the fireball at all either. Oh boy, I'm about to die soon. Oh, it's right above me, dude. Yeah, I'm dead. Actually, that was the first death so far, to be honest. Yeah, defense drone hyper mode difficulty. Oh gosh, it's really difficult. That's one thing too. In Prime 3, they actually has checkpoints as well when it comes to, like, with bosses. That's actually a plus compared to with Prime 1 and Prime 2. Okay, round 2, buddy. Round 2. And that's one thing too, like, if you're able to hack the game, hack Prime 3, where it had the Nova Beam and the X-Ray Visor, you could be able to actually kill the defense drone like nothing. Even when double jump, it didn't do crap. And already had 2 like energy tanks down. Damn, that's why he goes the ball. I'm just scared. No, don't be scared. You're only scared if it's Ridley. Yeah, one thing, the defense drone theme is basically the same thing as the natives of brryo theme as well. It's basically the same thing, but it just added another part. Sorry guys, this got locked in. Well, that's the first time the defense drone dropped a few gel balls right here on ground. Instead, just go to the platform already. Oh crap. And that's the first time it actually walk around, dude, before you even jump to another platform. Cause they usually do that when they open the shell up. So one just left right there. Wow. Okay, buddy. If I remember too, with the defense drone, when it actually gets to the low health, it actually falls out to the fogs the entire room up. But I say screw it, I'm just gonna use hyper mode because one, defense drone can be a pain too when it comes just without it. Especially if you're doing the hardest difficulty. So that one missile. It looks like bones is like rib bones that's in the back by the looks of it. Just take some time to refill my health too. Yeah, I do need to do that. Ah, just misses. Yeah, with that fireball, like you can't do anything with that, like at all. Even you try to stop it and run away from it, it's going after you. Unless it just fades away in just a couple of seconds, I don't know. Yep, it actually starts fogging up the room. That's one thing. When you're not in hyper mode, it's actually pretty thick. I think it's somewhat similar to Tharis in Prime 1. But when you're in hyper mode, you actually can see through the fog. Yeah, so with hyper mode, I'm actually gonna save that for the few gel balls. But thank goodness for the missiles. It actually works better than just using the power beam. Oh, he closed it. Don't worry, defense drone is almost down. Just a little bit more. Now open up, buddy. There goes the defense drone. Give me back the crown. I know these things right here. I know we, like I said, we need the grapple voltage. And with that, we got the boost ball. That with the spinner, so we can spin. In case, keep using the boost ball, and make sure you keep doing it until it hits that arrow. Rip them, the drones. Well, it tried it. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. I miss watching Finding Nemo. It's a classic. We can do some bowling. Bowling for bots. Okay. Well, I'm actually going in the right place right here. I know we have to go back up there where the Royal 217 is at. There's Gore's ship. Well, not ship, but his mech. Puffer. 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 Sir Puffer. It's nice to meet you, girl, Sir Puffer. You too, young Puffer. Here to spin. Just spin. And it unlocks the gate to the Aurora Unit 217.
The Aurora unit is corrupted and requires repair. Opening maintenance level hatch.
So we have to go down there to help out and help restore it. But somehow, well, my question is, how Gore has even got in here in the first place? That's my question. Because soon that we're gonna see Gore just actually just came out. I mean, like, was able to get in. My question is, how Gore even get in? That he, because it's unknown that he's able to squeeze the small, tight spaces. It was never stated at all. If he can. Oh yeah, I forgot he just was leaping by going through that door, but where that door even goes though? The mechanical hatch is locked. Shooting the medicine to get rid of the virus. Yeah, the vaccine. There's Gore.
This turn of events is insignificant. I'll show you what I mean.
Also, Gore does have the PED on him too. Yeah, that's one thing. Gore is very useless out of his mech. That's one thing.
The network's been severed. You have no chance of destroying the seed unless you restore the Aurora unit.
Well, it's actually being restored at the moment. So, what do you mean? Well, not yet. Because we do need to get... We need to defeat Gore so we get the plasma beam.
us to awaken. There is much to do. We have communed with AU-242 on Olympus and learned that a Leviathan impacted Elysia and began spreading corruption. We have a plan, but Gore's attack severed key communication cables, disrupting our access to Skytown's primary network. This prevents us from controlling Skytown and executing our plan to destroy the Leviathan. Gore's plasma cannon should be able to fuse together the severed cables. We must ask you to hunt him down. Gore may have changed, Samus. Be prepared to deal with that. Good luck.
That's what we're doing at the moment. First save. Time to go after Gore. Yeah, I hate those things a lot. You for real? Round 3. Take 3. Take 4.
Ship status alert. Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
That's Gord. He's being down our ship. Now we gotta get going. Because we have the boost ball, we can just start spin. Good old spin. And we're gonna do some shredding on the half pipe. Like the girl skateboarding. Time to go. Going up. We could take the grapple and go through the rail, or we could just use the skill spinner. What kind of T-pose was that, buddy? Sorry, I was just playing some bowling. Bowling out screens be like.
Ship priority status alert. Hull armor taking damage.
I hate the rail section a lot. I really do.
Ship priority status alert. Warning. Hull integrity is compromised. Armor damage is critical.
I gotta get going. Okay, Gore. I'm here.
Just in time.
Said when your food, when you order the food from DoorDash, just in time. Dang, our ship's heavily damaged and is spewing out fuel gel.
Don't you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Actually, that's one thing too. We find, and we find Gore, and yes, we're gonna fight the big man himself with the giant mech. That when you actually fight him, you can actually shoot the ice missiles with a fuel gel, so it could be slipping and sliding. It actually can stun him too. Watch out! We also had a shockwave too. You had to stun him in the back, and you had to, and his shield would be broken, and then you have to shoot the head of Gore. Watch out for the missiles, and also be careful your surrounding, because there's few gels too on the ground that it can hurt you too. Mm, 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 mm. Also, this one is movie that he was start spin. And also, you can shoot the missiles too. You want to get health and some missile ammo. And now he's going to the second phase where he actually absorbed the fuel gel that he has. And if you have to hit the weak point that's actually underneath him. But we have to stun him and go underneath and plant the morph bomb underneath. Or boost ball. Dang, he's just about to push me off. Dang, bro. Smack me down. Now we on the third phase where Gore is actually going to hyper mode. Oh, phazon missiles. This group actually will go hyper mode. Oh, and there goes Gore. Too bad the dark Samus fog don't do anything. There goes Gore. He's gone too. And with that, we have the plasma beam. Now with the plasma beam in Prime 3, it's not as, it's really been, cause I feel like the plasma beam here has been nerfed compared to Prime 1. Cause in Prime 1, it was basically a beast. It just destroys so many things. Things in Prime 1, but in Prime 3, it's actually been nerfed. It kind of makes sense too, since it's really in mid-game, and it's compared to Prime 1 with the plasma beam is like it's near the, like almost near the end game. It's basically even the last beam weapon is powerful, but Prime 3 it kind of makes sense to be nerfed since it's already since we're already in mid game. Man, our shipment destroyed. Not like completely destroyed, but damaged. Yeah, so with the plasma beam, is of course just like in Prime 1, it's heat based and also has the same cannon design as the ice beam from Prime 1 and especially the dark beam from Prime 2. Also, missile expansion. Dun, 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 dun. The Elysian Shriek Bats. Yeah. Wait, nope. That might be something over there. Also, the plasma beam, it can also melt down the 10 bots too. Yeah, I think it melts the steam bots as well. but it's not like satisfying heat base compared like to Prime 1, where it actually obliterates the enemies, like fully obliterates like nothing in Prime 1. It makes sense because, like I said, Prime 1 is usually late in the game, so it's gonna be strong. Compared to Prime 3 is basically a mid game. And that's where the Nova Beam comes in, which is actually late in the game. Also, energy tank right here. Also, Gore's image is no longer there either. And also right here, we got to blast these molten rocks. Honestly, then we could just use this cannon. Yeah, that's one of the things too. Prime 3 is actually my second. I know I said this before. My second favorite in the Prime trilogy. Actually, let's talk to Roar Unit 217.
Now that you have Gore's plasma weapon, our cables can be repaired. The damaged cables are located in the area below.
Yeah, since we had the plasma beam, we got you repaired those cables down there that was damaged by Gore. Here, just go these things right here and start at the beginning. Hold the button and go in the path all the way through. Nice and carefully, right there. There's one more. The Roar unit is restored. I get talk to him at the moment.
Thank you, Samus. We have restored our connection to Skytown's network. Now we can execute our plan to destroy the Leviathan. We must first disable the Leviathan's protective shield. Unfortunately, the generator for this shield is hidden beneath the dense clouds of Elysia, and so is impossible to reach directly. As an alternative to destroying the generator, we have calculated that a massive thermonuclear explosion would likely destroy the shield itself. This facility possesses the components to create such a device. We would like you to build this device and drop it on the Leviathan's shield. Unfortunately, the components are too large for you to lift unaided. You will need assistance to move and assemble them. There is a Federation landing site far to the east of Skytown. You will be able to find something to help you there. We will upload the current map data of this area to your suit. This should help you get started. Good luck, Samus.
Thank you, 217. And we got the map for Skytown. Yeah, and just like, yeah, unlike Prime 1 and Prime 2, they, even like with some 2D Metroid games, that you cannot change weapons. But since Metroid Fusion, that the beams actually be stacked.
Ship status update. Auto repair functions complete. Ship is ready for use.
I know we cannot get up there yet because we do need the screw attack. So we had to go back to brryo, the fire area.
Samus, perhaps what you require to access the Federation landing site in the east is not on this planet. The item you need may reside on a world you have previously visited.
The puffer hurts. Too gassy, dude. Too gassy, dude. Wait, I think I need that part. Need the ship to get that, but it needs to be upgraded. I'll check just in case it is. Yep. And also, the ship expansion, missile expansion.
Samus, the security locks have been engaged on this landing site. This was surely a result of Gore's recent activities. I will unlock this area, allowing you to command your ship to land.
Data received.
Yeah, we save, and I know we have to go back to brryo. And the screw tack is actually in the fiery area. Also, with the plasma beam, we could actually just straight up destroy the ice. Here goes the reptile kiss. We tried it. And there's one thing too about this. After you destroy the after you actually destroy the Leviathan, it actually brings new enemies, new phase-on enemies out from the Leviathan, known as the Phaseroids. Which we're gonna see when we actually keep backtracking. Go right here. And we actually go to the last area of brryo. It's the ice section. As soon as going to move. I see the golem actually knows it's up there. Oh. I'm trying to remember how this goes. Okay, there it goes. That's what I was wondering. Anyway, let's get that golem. Prepare to break that wall. Use it as a battering ram. And we have to use that spinner right here. Oops. And you get that opening, especially as well, so it can break that wall. Time to break the wall. Go to the ice section brryo, and it's unknown where it's actually located with the ice section of brryo. Also, hey Abraham, how you doing, dude? I'm doing all right. Thanks for the hydrate as well. Here we're at this ice section of brryo, and that's, like I said, the last area to discover on brryo. And it's unknown where it's located though. I know it says the fiery section, but I wonder if it's on the other side of it or in an alternate dimension of it. Yeah, that's the Roar Unit 217. He's trying to contact us, but we're actually far away. I know here is where we get the screw attack. But first, get the spinner going. And so we can activate the cannon. And we probably have to come back here and be actually backtracking for items too, because there is a section that requires using the spiral ball. That's a Chozo statue right here. The statue represents the law and the first Chozo gift of knowledge bestowed upon the Reptilicus. And the statue represents the good. The first Reptilican Emperor to receive the gifts brought forth by the Chozos. Yeah, Chozo really did contact with many people, with many other races too throughout the game. Well, the Prime Trilogy or before the events. Here we have the screw attack. Welcome back. At least it's not in late in the game, just like Prime 2. And just like before, it's basically using long distance. It's like in Prime 2. With that, we already had the wall surface right here. That's for the screw attack. It works just like before. Also the ship missile expansion right here. Did that door unlock? Also, more lore. Is an entry, our plea. Sadly, disaster came to us before we could finish our work. An accident caused our supply of fuel gel to explode, sending fire to the sky and exposing our position. It was not long before a primal war band saw the great fire and rushed it to attack. Well, a way to power my great Imaginars, I had no way to defend myself from their assault. Fleeing would only drive them to pursue us to no end, and they would show no mercy to either one of us. Once caught, I have no other choice except to stand my ground while the prophetess fled to safety. With her, I sent my records of the past, in hopes they would both find sanctuary. You now read my last words, etched in stone and placed by the prophetess. We speak to you from beyond the grave to plead with you. Oh, actually, it's saying air in future is probably streaming at the moment. Since they're lurking. To plead with you. Save our world from the starborn plague. Lift the veil of hate from the eyes of our people. May our remaining relics serve you well in this struggle. The Ice Brryo theme is actually really soothing too. It's basically like a remix theme of the Fandrella Drifts from Prime 1. And we exited out the ice and we're back where we are.
there? We have been trying to reach you. Is everything alright? There are some important new findings. A reconnaissance probe has discovered the location of the missing flagship Valhalla. As I am sure you are aware, this vessel was attacked by pirates 5 months ago. We request that you investigate the Valhalla for any information about the pirates and their master plan. We will upload the coordinates to you now.
Yep, the GFS Valhalla. When Admiral David actually did discuss it too at the beginning of the game, that it was attacked by the space pirates trying to hijack the Aurora Unit 313. There goes the Reptilicus. Alright, so we stop by at the GFS Valhalla and then we go back to Elysia. The damaged GFS ship. And similar to the one at the beginning, but it's a different one. That most of the stuff has been shut down in a sense the attack by the pirates. There's the energy cells. Now the energy cells in Prime 3 is somewhat similar to the keys and the keys from Prime 2, and even the chosen artifacts in Prime 1 was requirement. But you have to get but here with the energy cells, you actually get a requirement amount to actually continue on with the game. Well, actually to finish the game. You can still have some with you too, but you don't have to get every single one of them, but it's recommended you get most. You know, it's mini Roys. They're basically small infant Metroids, and then it evolves to Phazon Metroids. And that soldier disintegrate, probably because due to the Metroids. Oh, it looks like he's trying to impose for a selfie right here. The jail sack. They basically don't do anything, but they do explode when you come close or when you hit them. Also, we have a new one, phasings. And what I heard too with actually not phasing, it's actually just liquid phazon. It spawned phazon grub. And liquid phazon, they actually try to go straight to you when you're a morph ball. And it also gives you hints too with the energy cells in case you need to find them. Bane screw attack destroyed the jail sack. It's too bad it just don't have like a hazard indicator like Prime 1 and 2. That phazon leech. There's the pirates. I know we probably have to come back here later on in the game as well to actually get the energy cell, I think. Man, here goes that trooper though. Seriously. Here goes the elevator. Just choose the missiles right here. And we got the phazon hoppers. And also with the phazon hoppers, they can go hyper mode too. There's one. They really can take punishment when it comes with when they're in hyper mode. Oh yeah, I forgot they can actually deactivate you from hyper mode. Now open that door. Also, missile expansion. Dang, quit launching at me, dude. Chill. Her item. Go up. Okay, it's down here. And the missile expansion, another one. Another one. Yeah, I feel like it with GFS Valhalla is actually feels ominous to think about it. Cause we actually just investigated an abandoned ship that was taken over since the events 5 months ago. And by the space pirates. Also, one thing, there's no power bombs in this game nor super missiles, sadly. energy cells. And these Seeker missiles too. Look, Phazon Metroids out there. They're all floating in the distance. But until like when we first encountered the Phazon Metroids in Elysia, they're actually gonna be coming from the background too. Oh, there's a phasing. Now, one thing I heard about with the result of the phasing is due to because of the shifting of time and space that was happening on planet Aether. It was able to come merge with Phazon. And also with the phasings, you can actually just use the grapple lasso to actually just destroy it, just rip it apart. Now we can just get out of here just for now until we come back. Okay, we do need to come back to later on when we hit the pirate home world. And let's save. Don't worry about how we're gonna come back later on in the game. I'm just thinking about probably backtracking too after I get the Nova Beam. Alright, let's say we stop here for the night. I did have to say thank you guys with say thank you guys with the stream. Even though it wasn't that much people around, because I know to be busy, we're lurking at the moment. But I still appreciate you guys still stopping by, even as well able to support too. But let's see who we can raid tonight. And we say we can raid my brother in Christ. In Christ Icy Pants, because he's actually doing a birthday stream. Give the kit raid. And also, like I said, thank you guys with the stream. But to be honest, I do need to stream something else besides Metroid Prime lately, because I do need to get back with the other games like Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario RPG, Sonic Adventure 1, for example. So I do need to continue on with the other games. But I'll stream again somewhere this week. But anyway, guys, thanks guys to stop by my stream. I'll see all y'all in the next one. And you guys have a blessed time zone. God bless you all. May heaven smile upon you. Peace.